This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Seattle. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Rip right. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Now Gino on first down. Flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On second down, here's Smith. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Esta noche están jugando los Seahawks.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Hill going to go in motion right. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. The slot man in motion right. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 52 yards. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Seahawks nothing. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 7.
Mike 51. I know. Tuesday. He's coming.
Now Gino.
He's coming. Double up.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We got double tight. Double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Stop your whining.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick. Got big yardage.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, D. All right, D. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Come on.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Smith. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. Throwing now is Gino. He's got Smith and Jigba. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a first and goal.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good try, mother.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
Right there, 56. Record.
20 TX.
Hatchet. Hey, switch gears.
22 needle.
That two is going to change things up.
Check.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no.
I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll come up second and 7.
Turbo 1, Hive.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On second down, Mostert. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Baby.
Watch out now. 50
Uh-huh.
Fury. Hey, Turbo 1.
Ah, sí.
Slam. Quick the edge.
Bueno, no, pero el bajero no estaba sonando.
Switch.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Ajá.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Te amo. Te llamo antes de acostarme. Te llamo ahora.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Sponge, sponge, sponge.
Hill going to go in motion right. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
No, no, no. Off, off, off. Bang, 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 bang.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Oh, what a juke into space. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
All right, come on. I got one. Rush it.
Here's a toss left for Achane. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 35 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
Para acabar la mitad. Todo el mundo quiere parar.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Saludos a todos los muchachos de los Piratas. Salí en YouTube el juego.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
13X.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Metcalf motions left. Smith on 1st down. Complete to Smith and Jigba. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Get set.
54 Mike.
Solo left Zion.
Hill going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. Down the right sideline, Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7.
No creas que van a traer alfombra roja.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
En estos momentos se le dice sale en el micrófono y habla. ¿Qué es lo que está pasando aquí? Grande.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Geno now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Baby, que tú tienes talento.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing is Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Smith. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are in great shape here. As they take over at their 46-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And going deep for Hill. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a gain of 34.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Boys, 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get this.
Go red.
Hey, 21 TX. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, Betty, I see you. Single, single. Single, single.
Hey, green.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Hey, on the ball. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Lucky, lucky. Shift.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Middle.
They snap it to Smith. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Pete Carroll.
like telling them all that yesterday's